Hello, people of the interwebs. Make sure my mic is actually not muted this time. Where is my face? Why do I have no face? Oh, that's a predicament. There we go. Need to do refresh. I need to fix the way it looks because it defaults and makes me look like an orange. I'm not an orange, I'm quite tan actually. Okay. Good, good. Sweet. Alright, back to the game. Make sure all our levels are okay. Cool. Alright. Gonna continue where we left off last time. Alright, give everything a minute to render in. Oh yeah, I can level up.
No one back home will ever believe this. I've a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
I do play on controller because I'm a pleb. I'm also a casual gamer. Alright, Warlock. What do I want? I think we should stick with the fire theme, so we'll go with Burning Hands. And we're gonna go... My goal is to max out our Eldritch Blast and make it the most broken thing. Agonizing, okay. So we can make it do more damage, but I really like pushing with it. Because then you can throw people off the ledges and it's a great time. Oh, I can do two. Do I want to go with both? Yeah, we're just going to max out the Eldritch Blast. And we'll keep those the same. Don't mind me. That would be the most terrifying look, to see a giant devil man just looming over you. Let's see, let's wake her.
You're alive. I'm alive.
Doesn't look like Warhammer painting.
How is
I was
this
going
possible?
to, and I need to because I'm really happy with this new method I found for the flesh. We might go to that after this. Not gonna lie. Might get to a certain point and then be like, All right, we're going over that. We'll definitely do that next. Hoping you might know that.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
What happened with our Githfred?
You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us.
Tata says building Death Company. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm doing the dual output, so I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the moment. YouTube is telling me that it's the spur of the moment gaming stream. That is my title. That is what I had it set as. That's what it says. But then Twitch won't change it, no matter how many times I try. And I don't exactly know why. But I'm also not proficient in Twitch. See, Twitch is telling me that I changed it, but it's not refreshing it. I don't know if that's something to do. Whoops. Oh, I clicked out of the game. YouTube says Death Company, but that's not what it is. Hang on. Oh, now that I refreshed it, that's what it says. All right, hang on. Spur of the moment gaming stream. See if everything else is the same. Save. Okay. Yes, now we can go on with our lives. Multi-stream chat. I should have it turned on. I did have it turned on. I do believe it's turned on. It's supposed to be turned on. Hold on. I'm going to click out again. Nobody freak out. Oh, it's because I have the priority chat set, but it's not giving me both. I have it set to all, so it should be sending me both. Let me go to the actual chat. see if I have a faulty setting somewhere. Streamlabs is set to all. Ah, ha, 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 ha. We did it. I did it. I'm an idiot. Nobody comment on that. All right. So Twitch chat should come through now. Allegedly. Okay. Somebody comment on Twitch. Oh, why are chats not coming through? Oh, is it because I refreshed it? Could be because I refreshed it. YouTube, yes. Twitch. I'm seeing it on the stream, and I'm seeing it in Twitch itself, but it's not showing up in Streamlabs. That's dumb. Have it set to all. And I changed it in the chat box. And it did indeed refresh. Tech failure. Well, I know it's not user error because everything is working the way it's supposed to now. Because I clicked all the buttons. But I'm not seeing a review of Twitch chat. Which means I'm probably just going to have to have Twitch up if I want to read Twitch chat. Come up in the same. They're supposed to come up in the same area. And I have it set that it will. Weird. Very weird. Guess I'll have Twitch up on my phone. Rather not, but that's the way it's gonna have to be. Whatever. Twitch is dumb. That's a hill I'll die on. I want to get back to the game because I have stuff I want to do. It's only a problem if you have an active chat. This is true. I rarely have an active chat, so it's not really a concern. Okay. We should look for her. She might be injured.
You're more concerned for her than she is for you, clearly. We need to take care of ourselves. First things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these...
Sorry, I'm refreshing the chat manually to see if that'll help. Because I can do that. Okay. Might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters. You want to stay together?
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright, let's get moving.
One thing, just before we go.
Let's make it a goal in this playthrough
I wanted
to
to
not
thank you again.
romance Shadowheart.
For freeing me. It would have
That's
been
gonna
all
be
too
the
easy
true
for you
challenge.
To run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Alright. Just be a competent healer. She's a competent healer. I should probably level her up. But she is not a competent fighter.
I'm ready.
By any means. The fact that she didn't die when she landed for 2 feet. No romance run. Keep your parents safe. But I don't wanna. Alright. Go max healer. Seems legit. It's about the only thing I use her for anyway. We'll get rid of inflict wounds. Guiding bolt works sometimes. Sanctuary. You know, I've never used Sanctuary. And I'm not gonna start now. Favorite romance option I've explored? Shadowheart's a good one. Because it's very well written. It's very well executed. That's the word I'm looking for. I have yet to complete the one with Karlak. And I've started with Lae'zel, but it never really went anywhere. It kind of fizzled out. She was my very first one because she kind of jumps your bones right at the beginning. The most impactful one was probably Mizora. But that was for my evil playthrough. But she doesn't stay completely evil. But that one's probably my favorite. Also the most explicit. But definitely, as far as it's written, one of my favorites. Move command. See if we can get that to work.
No one stopped me yet.
I have not explored any of the male romance options because I am a quote-unquote straight male. Oh, Minthara, yeah. I did have... That's what I meant. I did have the option to get down with Mizora. And I've been wanting to do that in one of my playthroughs, but I just haven't gotten to that point. Because the only character that I ever played who would have done that killed Will. Or, no, he didn't kill Will. He just didn't save him. And he died.
Better stay back. One strike could be lethal.
Repelling blast. We're gonna have this on all the time. We have the extra damage. It's a disadvantage, but who cares? It's fun. I can't do 2 yet. When I start being able to shoot more than 1, that's when things get stupid interesting. I don't have to kill you. I just don't have to save you. Precisely. I'm just going to stay put. And you are going to throw a fireball and miss completely. Oh, you didn't. That's a miracle. Nope, no heals. This is where an AoE would be nice. Without having to spend a spell slot. But guess what? Eldritch Blast. Yep. Oh no. Smack him. Can you do that?
You fight well.
Okay.
Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Is there a companion you won't be getting on this run? It's a good question. I feel like he's going to play the slightly more sentimental type. So he's probably, if someone comes across him, he will probably take them on. What background did we go with? Did we go Sage? I feel like we went Sage. Charlatan. I knew that. Yadoy. I kind of wanted him to be the slightly more intelligent type, though. So he might butt heads with Gale. Maybe. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. And maybe Astarion, but I can almost see him being a little bit sympathetic to Astarion. Gale, mister, let me show you a magic trick. Yes, except I was smart enough not to fall for it.
Hurry! I've got one of those brain things cornered. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Easily.
There. Can you see it?
Knows. That's because you're gullible.
Shh. Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours.
Hello, darling.
And you, keep your distance. No need for this to get messy.
I need him alive. Stow that blade, or I'll show you just how messy things can get.
No, you can't.
Promises, promises.
You talk
But I have
big,
other
but you're
business, I'm afraid.
nothing.
Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I?
Eldritch
Not?
Blast, point blank to the face. Can I do it? Do I have the stats for that? I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm -1 to strength. Was strength my dump stat? I really don't remember. I am proficient. So I have to roll a minimum of 10. Crap. Well.
You wriggling little... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar Familiar eyes.
Where I wish there were a few more
prowling
consequences.
Busy streets.
Make things more
I try
interesting.
to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light, the fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Let's see. Warlock melee attack? I could do that. I can. I can do that. I have confidence in this. Confidence. Haha! Hope you don't like the fingerprints.
Ah, damn it!
Do vampires have fingerprints?
I saw into your mind. They took you. Just the same as me. And to think,
Warlock.
I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
I'd like to see we're all
Indeed we
caught up
are.
now.
Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
I never go with the Baldarian option because none of my characters are ever from Baldur's Gate. They're always from somewhere else. It just doesn't make sense. Tell him your name and your nod. Don't tell him that your soul is bound to a devil.
The strong and silent type.
Nope, just silent.
All right. Please tell me you at least know something about these worms.
I know we don't want them in our heads.
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me. I can feel it. Now, what to do about it?
Me neither. Always do something else. Yeah, they really lock you in with the Baldarian thing, and it just kind of, it breaks the immersion a little bit. But if you ignore it, it's fine. Start by traveling together. Need to get moving, but he did just try to kill you. What's your plan?
Well, getting out of here for a start. Then finding anyone who knows about these worms. I need an expert. Someone who knows how to control these things.
Strong and silent. Best I can do is silent. Silencio. Control them. I
Well,
want them
yes, of
gone.
course. But first things first.
Fine, you can shelter at my camp.
I was ready
Hey,
to
Twitch
go
chat's
this
coming
alone.
through now.
But maybe sticking with the herd.
No,
isn't
the
a
vertical
bad
option doesn't
idea.
work well in dialogue.
Safety in numbers, after all. And I
It
hate
works
to turn
well
down an
for every other
invitation.
game that I tested
All
because
right.
things are relatively centered,
Maybe
except
I'll
for
see you
Space Marine
there.
2 because that's
Good
a fixed
luck.
third person. But when we're in first person, it's fine. It actually looks really good when it's centered like this. I mean, I could watch a full playthrough like this. Oh, he actually went to the camp. He didn't come with me. Cool. All right. Doesn't break my heart. We don't need him yet.
There. A mind flayer. And it's hurt.
That
Does
thing's
okay in
bound to be
Swartor. Yeah,
dangerous, even if
I
it-
tested it with Swartor
Just be
when I
careful.
was trying it out, and that's always centered, so it kind of makes sense. Well, their dialogue's kind of off center too, but it looked a lot better.
You approach the dying monster. This is the thing that abducted you. You could end its life here and now, if only you didn't feel compassion.
Squash.
Compassion.
Splay it. This isn't
Can't
right.
move, can't think.
Something's wrong.
Thinking is mercifully done for you. It will be a joy to serve, to die for it an honor. It's possessing your mind, forcing you to love it. But then the feeling slips. The creature's mind seems to focus elsewhere.
Intelligence. Guidance. Happens if you fail all these. Oh, we're gonna find out.
You try to break through, but its mind is impenetrable. With a last surge of defiance, it slaps your efforts away. The monster lies exhausted, defeated. Its eyes, wet orange pearls, radiate malice.
Close the eyes. Forever. Ka-chonk.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
We'll go get Gale first. He is kind of up. Oh, that's right here.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somehow.
You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone?
I can warlock it. Early start at work tomorrow. That's fine. I don't really care if anyone's here. I mean, I care if anyone's here, but I was just gonna do this because I kind of wanted to get back to this character. Hey, good roll, good roll. Not dirge, no. But I also have painting I want to do.
Wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick.
I did think about doing Swartor because apparently, I mean, I haven't tested it, but I think I can continue from where I left off, even though I'm not a subscriber anymore. But I thought about continuing with the Mando story, if
Hello.
it'll let me.
I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies.
If not,
Usually better at this.
I don't know. I never made it that far.
A bit shocked.
All right.
But friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Swartor tomorrow evening.
Say, but I know you.
I
don't
might
I?
be around.
In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well.
Alright. Won't be able to when I try the mission? Oh, well. Screw me, I guess. Gale, you magic walking calamity. This man is really a mess.
And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region.
I'm glad he said in the ocular region, because it could have been in various other locations. Couldn't have phrased it more
No
repellently.
sugarcoating it, is there? The insertee we speak of, this parasite, are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers?
How many
It's a
times have I
process
used
known
this
as
magic dagger?
ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be
Oh,
avoided. You don't happen to be
I did
a
it
cleric
once
by
just
any
because I
chance, do
wanted
you?
to see
A
what would
doctor?
happen.
Surgeon.
But I
Handling
definitely
a
clicked
droid with a
save
knitting
before.
needle?
You seem to know enough about our condition to realize it's beyond most clerics' skills.
Most, no doubt, but I find myself hoping to be in the presence of the few. You don't happen to be one of them.
Patron offers many gifts. He's a reluctant patron. He's kind of like Will, so
We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together?
I'm just curious what's going to happen when she shows up. You're welcome to join me.
Most excellent. Parasite shared is a parasite halved, or something to that effect. Oh, but before you think you're about to embark on a journey with most ill-mannered a man, thank you for pulling me out of that stone. It was an act of foresighted kindness, I assure you. For I have the feeling ample opportunities will present themselves for me to return the favor.
Oh, I'm sure.
Seek and you shall find me.
All right. What kind of wizard should we make him? Oh, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I were to roll a d10, evocation is what I've done. I've done evocation, I've done necromancy, I've done transmutation. I've never done enchantment. I'm gonna roll for it. Let me grab my dice. All right. D10. Twitch chat moves way faster than YouTube. Does it really? All right. Roll. 2. So, blade singing, the new class. We haven't tried it yet, so this may be an ample opportunity. Magic missile, because it's great. And Featherfall. Alright, instrument selected. I feel like rapier just because it makes me think of music. Yeah. Also, the Red Guard. The Red Guard use scimitars. And they have sword singing. Which is kind of the same thing, but not. We'll go rapier. I feel like that's a little more elegant. We'll remove sleep. Not really a sleep fan. And we'll go with magic missile. Keep Thunderwave. Keep Witch Bolt. Keep... That's Armored Agathis, right? No, it's Mage Armor. Yadoy. The combination of Grease and Firebolt is one that can be used a lot. Considering I have a lot of fire stuff, it'll be great. Absolutely wunderbar. So we'll call that good. Alright. So he gets a sword right off the bat.
No time to rest.
Alright, do we go get Lae'zel or do we go to the temple? Let's go get Lae'zel first. This might end up being my core group right here. With Lae'zel. We'll see. I kind of want Will on just because I want to deal with a lot of Warlock stuff together.
You think it's dangerous?
Hello, fellow tieflings.
Zoro was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
I don't want to attack them. Persuasion. Actually, no, can't. Too late. It's fine. My dice don't like me.
He's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance. Join me or die.
I don't want to attack them. I didn't know that led to an attack.
No!
You
Wish you could side with me,
lying
either.
rat.
Be nice. I didn't want to kill him. Should have done the deception thing.
Moving.
We're gonna go non-lethal. Non-lethal. And we're gonna smack him. We're not. In theory, we're gonna smack him. I don't think they have the same potential now. Blade Song. Invoke a Blade Song. +2 bonus to armor. And your movement speed increases by 10. Advantage on acrobatics and +2 to constitution saving throws. So it's like Rage, but musical and not strength based. Kind of like that. Did I give you any good cantrips? You have a firebolt. Non-lethal. Yay! Oh, that did diddly. I doubt she's non-lethal. I'm gonna hurt you. But you're not gonna die yet. Eldritch Blast. Fine. Be that way. We will shove. Did nothing. I don't know why I shoved them that way. Alright, you gotta do something a little more potent here. Ah, she's got that. Why do I have disadvantage? threatened. I still don't understand the threatened mechanic. Like, isn't anything that's attacking you threatening? I don't understand. Yeah, in melee. Oh, so he can do it. Screw it, we're gonna use slot. Boom, boom, boom. Because reasons. Wait, did she get the non-lethal memo? She did. She did. She did not get the non-lethal memo. Burning hands. Yeet. You're also resistant, so that could have been 8. Lae'zel doesn't know what non-lethal means. Smack him. Knocked out. So he's not dead.
The tadpole
but
hasn't
his
yet scrambled all
sister
your senses.
definitely is.
Auspicious.
My bad.
But the longer we wait, the more it consumes.
And she
My
isn't
people
willing to
possess the
learn.
cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
She's kind of one-track minded.
She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
Tiefling. You're clearly not a friend of tieflings. So we'll go all separate ways. I kind of wanted to have her on. I feel like I've knocked them out before. Unfortunately, I don't remember ever finding them again here. They probably won't be. They'll probably be knocked out for the rest of the game. I don't want to go that route. I want to have her with me, and I want her to grow to enjoy my company in a non-romantic way. Maybe. We'll see. A simple thank you.
You
would
may
go
as
with
well
this.
suggest a wyvern bow to worms.
Dragon
The
lore.
cure I offer will suffice as thanks. It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter.
Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a Gaith tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
All
You
right.
have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a
I will
sharp
call you
tongue,
nothing.
elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
Action, not reaction. Eager for battle.
Action surge. Hoo-ha. Carrots.
Still breathing, despite
Alright.
everything.
Loot his dead sister. Okay. We're gonna skip around the temple. Actually, no, we're not. We'll get through the temple, and then we'll switch over to painting. Because I want to do that. That was on my list today. Do you just go straight to combat if you come through this way? I've never done
Boss!
this.
Got company up here!
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the crypt? Not happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Okay. Ship's full of poisonous vapors, probably demonic. I'd stay away. Yeah.
Poisonous? What?
Don't like the sound of this, boss.
We're leaving. Come on, move it!
That was curiously
It would have been
easy.
quicker to kill them.
It would have been significantly slower to kill them. I walked in the vines. Alright, can we pass this check down here? Surely we can.
Thank you, Gibblebuck. Everything all right out there?
Yes, it's me. Let's go the deception route. I want to see what it does. We're good.
Oh, I told him it wasn't safe out there. Get inside and I'll rustle up some bandages.
Eldritch Blast!
Who the hell? You're dead!
Alright. Actually, okay. We have to toggle this off now. She's gonna go straight in. Yeet. Take the key. Do we need the torch? We'll take the torch for RP reasons. To give to someone without dark vision. Does Lae'zel have dark vision? I know Gale doesn't. We'll give him the torch. Put it in his left hand.
It's been a long day.
It's
I need to
been
rest
a
soon.
long day. Oh wait, does Lae'zel have the demon sword? Why isn't she using it?
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Use the freaking demon sword. Okay.
Never a dull moment.
Do I need a better weapon? There's nothing really magical. Don't really have proficiency in anything. Could do the hand axe. Oh, the hand axe is 0 to 5 because I'm -1 to my strength. Cool. We'll keep the dagger. It's a little more fitting.
No more prayers. Only dust and silence.
Ancient, indecipherable text covers the plaque.
A dead tongue. Whoever worshipped here must be long gone.
See, okay, here's my opinion. Because I've been playing some Rogue Trader lately. So I've been getting familiar with Owlcat and their style a little bit. Because I didn't play a ton of Divinity 2. But it would be such more of an interesting game if they voice acted everything. But everything in the game is text. Except for the irrelevant lines of dialogue that happen while you're in the world. Now, I'm not against everything being text if it's of the time. Like Morrowind, for instance. Morrowind is a prime example. But Morrowind is a great game And they didn't really have the capacity to voice line everything. They did have a lot of voice lining. Well, not a lot, but they had an appropriate amount for the capacity that they had. But with every little bit of lore, every line of dialogue being text, it's just a drag.
How'd you get past Andor? Back off!
The only reason I play it is to experience the world. And I kind of just have to speed read through all of the lines of text. I don't know. That's my take. It's not a popular take because everyone raves about how it's such a good game. And it is a good game. Like, they put a lot of detail into it, but I don't have the capacity to just read. Because it's reading, music, and sound effects. That's the whole game. And the environments. The environments are awesome. They're Warhammer environments, and there's nothing wrong with them. Speed walked back to my phone. Agreed. Yeah, it's a good game. It feels good. The combat I don't totally understand because it's singular. It's very one-sided.
Keep fighting.
I just voice acting adds a ton. I read enough in my own time in a game I want to hear the words. Precisely.
On my way.
But I know that's also kind of an Owlcat thing because they do a lot of Pathfinder games and everything in there is text too. But in this day and age, it's really hard to get into a game where you can't hear everything. Which is why this game is fantastic, because the only reading you have to do is the reading that's required in the world. And even then, sometimes it's narrated for you, and it's great. None of us have that range.
I am death. Taking position.
Come on, can't stay idle.
And I'm of the impression that it's something they easily could have done in Rogue Trader. Because like, they had a decent sized budget for the game. Just hire some voice actors. There's a few lines of dialogue in the intro where there's actual voice acted lines. Like in the first half hour of the game or so. But that's all.
Hey, someone's in here.
Oh, that's it.
Can't give up.
I'm going to lure the others up forward.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Oh, I see how it is. Now, nobody's in the grease. You're in the grease, but not close enough. Do I spend another slot to do it again? We're going to spend another slot to do it again and make it overlap.
Talk to me.
Get out of the fire. And then do the only thing you're good for. Oh, get two of them. Firebolt. Alright, you both need heals. We don't have healing word yet. Oh, I can't move that far? I'm dumb. It's a bonus action.
Take your
Check. Ow. He used the dip action. I've never seen anyone use the dip action. What? That's on record. I've been playing this game for 300 plus hours. I've never seen anyone dip anything. It's always been an option, but I've... What?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I'll run through the fire.
On my feet.
Eldritch Blast. And I missed. He's not even raging. Alright, you don't have any good AoEs. We won't use cold. Use more fire. Yeet.
got to concentrate.
Oh, let's do this. Take you down. Incineration. Alright, Lae'zel, don't fail me now. You can't make it that far. Can you make it close enough?
Time to waste.
Sometimes you can make it just close enough that they're within melee. Nope. Cool. If I did Action Surge... You know what? Chug it.
I won't give in.
Eldritch Blast. It worked. That was quite the visceral death gurgle.
Please.
Oh, you're almost dead, dude. Nice, nice.
Need to stay focused.
Heal him. I want Lae'zel to finish him off.
Take you.
It might be slightly more difficult now. But not difficult enough. First kill with the demon sword. Yeah, like 2 HP left. We can short rest.
Lovely little pick me up.
Was not expecting that, not gonna lie. Have we ever figured out what the mechanism does in the library? I don't know that I actually have.
A Githyanki joining our
I
company.
didn't mean to do that.
Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Gale is the one person in this group who always seems to be riding the fence. It never seems like... It never seems like he takes a definitive stance on anything. Accidentally ask companions to talk. Happens quite frequently. Never actually read all these. I'm not the only one that notices then. Yeah, because he's always initially like wary of a decision that you make. Then he's like, but I trust you, or but it might work. The man just he can't focus on one side or another. Alright, we're probably gonna have to pick this.
This place wasn't built for the living.
Come on, open up.
Or not. I gained 2 inspiration. Well, let's use one, I guess. Good roll. Break it down.
Scribes. No sign of a struggle.
It's
I
a
wonder
pretty
what was
jug.
so
I never noticed that before.
subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Psych, they don't. What is
What's that?
This is the whole reason I came down here. Also, undead guards.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Let them come. The darkness can be to
They're
our
not close
advantage.
enough to use turn undead yet, but we'll use it at some point. Sacred flame! Fail! It failed. True to form.
No choice but to keep going. I need to find a way forward.
Eldritch Blast. Or not.
Death is but a word away. Step by step.
You have no spell slots. Firebolt!
Time to strike. Make
Devil
way.
sword! Hang on. It wouldn't let me dash. God. Be very, very quiet. Blah, 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 blah. Guess what? I can silently hit you with the devil sword. Smack him. Or don't. It's totally your choice. Stab him. Wow. More successful with a dagger than she was with a freaking mace.
Battle of wits.
Oh, wait. He still has a sword. I didn't put it in the hand. Oh, well. Yeah, smack him with your torch.
Swift and lethal.
Smack him. Thank you. Skeletons should definitely break. Like Skyrim rules. No.
No time to wait.
Get out. Not that it really affects you. I should have done that with everyone, but I'm stupid. Nobody said I was smart. We get it.
On the move.
Oh, we got
Still
nothing.
breathing, despite everything. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
No, I don't. Why did you climb up there? The path was clearly marked for right here. And you're still not out of the silence.
May the dice roll in my favor. Swiftly now.
Why have you done this? How do you like it, huh? How do you like it? Huh? Punk?
Time to strike.
Strike what? You're not gonna get up there.
My path be true.
Do you want to explain yourself? The path was clearly marked for that location. Why are we quiet again? Yep. I've been dead.
Onward.
Now, make yourself useful. Don't fail. Don't fail. Didn't fail.
Well, so
Okay.
much for peace.
Eldritch Blast. On you, sir. Or not. Alright, let's move to a more optimal position. Like back down in the place where you were supposed to be. I have nothing nice to say.
A tale for the ages shall be done.
Firebolt. What do you mean, Pat? Just look over it. You dumb, stupid head. I am frequently perturbed. Hit him.
Taste my fury.
It's taking way too long. Rebuke! Hellishly!
Surrender their valuables, even after death.
They don't
Let's
have
have a look
any.
at the loot. It isn't for your pockets only.
Alright. Mr. Dead Man.
Lots of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
So he has spoken.
I thought about playing the
So
old Baldur's
thou
Gate
standest
because
before
I'm pretty sure he's a reoccurring character.
Right, as always. What a curious.
But I haven't
way
because I
to
don't have the
wait.
time. Because most of the time I'm painting.
Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
An arbiter of certain matters. But that is
Yeah, I know
not
they connect.
important now. Wilt thou answer my question?
I've just thought about trying to play them. I think they're not. I mean, I know they're not as streamlined as this. And I don't think. Did Larian do them too?
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
I didn't think so. It depends on what the mortal looks like.
A life and how it is lived are different equations. Very well. I am satisfied.
I don't remember. I'd have to go look it up.
We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Alright, so. I never actually looked inside. Silkworm,
Strange
Onyx.
I wonder what it's worth.
Is that it? And alchemical stuff? I hate alchemy. I hate crafting. In any game, I despise crafting. It's the most boring, most pointless mechanic in any game I've ever played. Like, I'd rather be playing the game than grinding to try to get something good. Just give me something good. Don't.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
What's the amulet do? Speak with dead. I love that spell. I'm going to use that spell. I'm assuming it's a once a day thing, but I'm going to wear it because of reasons.
What a mess.
I didn't do it. They attacked me. If anyone's seen one of my videos on my channel,
Without a doubt.
we know where the best place to stop is.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Warlock. I'm not gonna punch it. Or not. Wait, I have an inspiration left, right? I do. We're gonna use it. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're fine. Should get the band back together and continue. I know! But I never have time when everyone else has time.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Of what?
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scroll as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
To the point where I need to hire someone to help me edit, but I have only Penny. So much footage. Yeah, I was thinking about that because long form content requires a lot more work. Now, granted, I probably will not be doing anything like that project for a long time. But to have something would be very helpful. Alright, we are gonna save. But it's doing numbers. It's doing great numbers. nobody's here to care. But if you want to watch it, go watch it, because it took a month of my life away to do it. Alright. So we'll save here. Alright, so I'm gonna get off here. I'm going to get some, maybe make some food. I don't know how long that's gonna take. And then we will come back and I will be painting. So, see y'all. Not sure how long we'll be painting for. I will be painting a lot longer than probably what's going to be streamed, but it will be there. So, I'll see y'all in a little bit. back. So, I've been making headway on my skin design, or skin tone for the Possessed. It's been something that I've been anxiously trying to figure out for the last 3 weeks. Not totally sold on it yet, but we'll get to that point. So I think on the extremities, I'm going to be dry brushing a little bit of Vallejo basic skin with a Vallejo deep sky blue, and we're gonna see how far that'll get us. And that's only going to be for the actual fleshy parts. And then for the ends, we're probably going to devolve. I don't know. There's a lot that goes into it, and I haven't fully sold myself. So we'll see. So I start with the flesh, and then I just add a microscopic drop of the blue. And that's just enough to change the tone to something that I like. And it could suck because I'm going to be washing all of the flesh with the Berserker Bloodshade. Should we dry brush it, or should we just put it over the top? I have 5 of them, so I should probably experiment with every method. Because then I'm going to have something to blend it all together. I should probably dry brush it, but I need to decide what to do with the claws. I should probably do that before I do the flesh, shouldn't I? Let's look up some reference material. There's quite a few. Maybe just a straight flesh tone. Actually, I have an idea. We're going to attempt this. It could be a catastrophic failure. The chances of that are already very, very high. So those are the knuckles. Does need to be darker though. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Hi, Snick Studios. I've got to figure out how I want my gradient to be, because this is my base coat. I'm trying to decide a tone that I should use for the claws, because I don't want them to be just straight bone. These can be straight bone, but these I want them to be a relatively similar tone. Well, I might be able to get away with them being a straight bone color. I'm not familiar with demonic flesh, and it's kind of intimidating. I don't know if I should just go over it the way it is with the Berserker Bloodshade, because I'm trying to keep it relatively simple. Recognize that Iron Warrior from Artie's server? Oh. Oh, you're speaking about my avatar. Yep, that's me. I was just over there today. I watched his mini review video. I did submit one, but it didn't make it on the stream. Or on the video. But that's okay. There will be plenty of other opportunities. And I appreciate that he's giving everybody a chance. This is just going to be a lot of trial and error. I think... Yeah, we're gonna go for it. It's a little thick. Thin it down just a little bit. It'll be their next video. You think? He made it sound like he had a lot of submissions, and I didn't know where I would fall under that. This might actually be it. I might have the pallid flesh tone that I was going for. I may just be dumb. Yeah, if I just put a thin coat over this, it actually looks pretty good. And I might go over the hooves, make them bone. I'm kind of happy with that. I had nothing to be nervous about. He said earlier that it could be either a 40-minute video or a 20-minute video. So by that logic, it should definitely be in the second one. Well, that's a little reassuring. I know I didn't send him the best of pics, and then after seeing the video of people sending multiple pics, I wish I did that. But it's probably too late for that now. This is sweet. I'm really happy with this. I hope the blood shade doesn't make it too red, because I don't want it to be red, I just want it to tint it. I like to get rid of these bubbles. Vallejo paints, man. They have such a terrible time bubbling up. And I don't really understand why. Because I shake them really well. So I know that it's not that. It's just the way they're composed, I guess. You could still try. Bet he'd be alright with it. I'll give it a go. I'll take an actual good picture. Because I doubt he's recorded it yet, considering he just put it up today. I'll go ahead and send it to him at some point this evening. If I was made of money, I would just get all Citadel or A&K, but that's not the case. And my nearest hobby store only sells Vallejo for model paints. So it's kind of my only option. Unless I were to drive 2 hours one direction or the other. And I don't really feel like doing that most days. This almost kind of looks like his. Maybe a little. He just used Wraithbone. I commented on one of his shorts the other day that his videos were making me a lot less afraid to paint these guys because the flesh was really starting to make me anxious. not too worried about being messy right now either, because I can just go in and clean that up later. Flesh scares a lot of people. Yeah, it's just, it's a different beast than painting armor. I've painted a ton of armor. Get these bubbles out of here yet. Kinda. Some of them I'm just gonna have to suck it up and deal with. Organic parts are more hard. They really are. For no good reason either. But I love the aesthetic of Possessed. And actually, here pretty soon, I'm going to be getting a Great Unclean one. So that whole thing is flesh, and I have to figure out how to attack that. Because I want to run it with these guys. Thin it down again. Sculpting myself a mini. It's 90% flesh. That sounds absolutely terrifying. What are you sculpting it with? Just using straight green stuff. Yeah, green stuff. That's the way to go. For most people. I'm not a green stuff connoisseur by any means. I've attempted it once, and then I just got mad. And I never did it again. But I also didn't pick the easiest thing to sculpt either. I was trying to make a cape. And it just didn't turn out the way I wanted, so it didn't end up happening. Haven't done one. Well, I will speak from experience that it's not fun. Just trying to get it just shaped just right was quite infuriating. It would be nice to have that green stuff talent with some occasions, especially when I'm kit bashing characters. my get out of jail free card is just using gel super glue and hoping it's in a spot that no one can really see. One tip I heard is to let the green stuff dry a bit while laid flat so it's more stiff. It can hold the pose easier. Yeah, I tried that. It was still unsuccessful. Simply because I was getting a bunch of fingerprints in it and I didn't have any tools. If I had tools, it probably would have made a bit of a difference. Because I was just trying to use water on my fingers to try to sculpt it the way I wanted. And yeah. And I'm just not crafty enough. Like, I'm not a good sculptor by any means. It's not one of my talents. I've got to figure out how to get this head to even blend. I haven't figured that out yet. That's one thing I'm not proficient in, is blending. I am not very good at it. I don't have an airbrush either. That would probably help. Hi, Crimson Forge. Thanks for subbing. I appreciate you showing your support. That's all I really ask of people. Actually, I don't even really ask of support. I just want to enjoy the hobby while sharing it with everyone else. For me, painting is pretty much secondary to what I'm trying to do on this channel. But I don't show that very well because I just do painting streams. But I'm a passionate homebrewer. So my favorite part of the entire hobby is homebrewing my own stuff into the setting. As of right now, we're standing at 6 homebrews. 3 Loyalist homebrews and 3 Chaos homebrews. And that's not including the Guard Regiment that I've created, that I've just dropped in a couple of my stories, short stories. So yeah, that's kind of one of the things I'm passionate about. We do a lot of that. Well, I say we do a lot of that. My Discord is a great place. I've set it up to kind of be a place where we can talk lore and homebrew and stuff like that. Most of the people in there are just people who are close to me, though, and they don't really care about Warhammer. So they're just there to support me. But if that's something that interests you, go ahead and join the Discord. Because I like to have conversations about lore and homebrew. We're almost done with the fleshy stuff. Almost. I gotta figure out the blending stuff, like I was saying earlier. I think once I wash it, it's gonna bring it all together. Call the flesh pretty much good. Probably going to paint the extremities a bone color. And then wash them with Agrax. Hi, Mini Models Dad. Thanks for jumping in. Working on some flesh tones here. Trying to get to a place where I'm happy with it. And I think for the bone, we're going to go straight white. I will have to be getting off here in about 20 minutes or so. Good to support fellow members. Well, I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. My sub count has slowly been growing, and people watching my streams, and it feels good to have people joining as I do this. Sometimes we go off on the occasional hobby rant. Sometimes we go off on the occasional lore rant. I was telling Crimson that my number one favorite thing of the hobby is homebrew. Everything else is secondary. Don't get me wrong, I love painting, but I love writing my own lore within the setting. One of my all-time favorite things. And my Discord that I've created is a place that I'd like to try to cultivate to do stuff like that, to talk lore, to talk homebrew. I have some model places, but Yeah, that's kind of the goal there. For instance, this possessed here is one of my own, well, a member of one of my own homebrews. Formerly, now he's possessed. But, he is a member of the Fervent Storm, which is formerly a salamander successor that discovered that they are also chimerically mixed with Iron Warriors, who happen to be my favorite legion. And they didn't know it, but they were being forged into an Ordo Militant for a certain Inquisitor who ordered their founding and forced them to stalk the galaxy, wreaking havoc ahead of her and behind her, until they discovered the source of their gene seed and disposed of her. And then they did the typical running to the Eye of Terror, disappearing, falling to chaos, actually finding Perturabo, but because of their chaos mutations, he turned them away. Also, because they were part salamander, they all have charcoal black skin and basically a mutation, and he wasn't about that. So now they stalk the galaxy. Well, they stalk a certain sector that I've written up as well. Hope you don't mind that posted the link in the Artie server. Absolutely not. That is wonderful. I did, like I said, I will have to be getting off here in about, probably 15 minutes or so. But I appreciate the support. He's really done a good job at bringing all these supportive people together. Hello, Matt. No, these are not Emperor's Children. These are a homebrew warband of mine. Some spaces down here I missed. Just get some little bits of coverage. Not sure the model. This is a Possessed. Artie's been working on his Possessed, and he did some of his fleshy bits, and he inspired me to work on some of mine. Because I've had them. They've been primed and ready to go for a while. But I was kind of afraid because flesh is a bit intimidating. But yeah, the channel has been seeing a lot of growth here just in the last 24 hours. Because yesterday I posted a video of my friend and I reacting to the Hell's Reach fan film, which I had already seen before, but he had not. And he is not really a Warhammer guy, so I subjected him to it. And that video has been, for my channel, it's been exploding. I think we were almost at 500 views a couple hours ago. And yeah, it's been doing very well. Keep seeing all these spots I missed. And then I'm thinking, how did I miss that? But also when I'm streaming, I notice it triggers my ADHD. And I can't focus on anything. Just painting the hooves. Yeah, we try to stream every Tuesday at 6:30 Central US time, when real life permits. I'm also a dad, so that tends to cause some streaming challenges, but I try not to let it get in the way. My wife is very gracious when it comes to that. She knows that this is something that I'm passionate about. She wants to see me succeed. So I'm very thankful for her filling that space so that I can do this. But she and my daughter have been gone all afternoon. And I think they're on their way back home now, so that is when we will be wrapping up. definitely gonna need a second coat of this white. But that's to be expected. Alright, that's passable. Alright, we're going to do these giant claws here. I'm going to be using 2 different washes whenever I do this. All the bone portions are going to be washed in Agrax. So the ever-reliable Agrax Earthshade, and then after that, all of the flesh is going to be shaded with Berserker Bloodshade. I got it specifically for these guys. So I'm curious how it's going to turn out. It's probably going to take a little bit of finagling, since these are some relatively small pieces in places. Hopefully I'll be able to avoid the bleeding. And I've been debating whether or not to use Blood for the Blood God at the very end. Some models I do, some models I don't. These guys I probably will, because I don't think I'm going to add any battle damage to them. I think I'm just going to add blood. It's a great feeling when our wives support the hobby and want us to succeed. Isn't it, though? I am very fortunate. The only unfortunate thing is the only day I usually have is Tuesday evenings. If it were up to me, I'd stream, you know, at least 3 days a week. But I take what I can get. The rest of the time that I paint, I usually have my daughter right next to me, but it's nice to stream when it's quiet. And my daughter loves seeing my 40k minis. So does mine. I just have to enforce that they are not for touching. They are for looking at. But any behind the scenes stuff, I usually end up posting to my Instagram. Typically. So if anyone so desires to see what I do when I'm not streaming, it's all right there. think what I'm gonna do, this may be a terrible idea, but I'm probably going to finish all of the fleshy bits first before I do the armor, because everything is going to be getting a different color wash. And I don't accidentally want to get some of the wash where it doesn't belong. No, this isn't the color the skull needs to be, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm actually going to paint this tongue back in my overlying flesh tone. This either. Again, the ADHD took over. It's fine. I should have some time. I'll probably get quite a bit farther tomorrow. And then we'll come back to it on Tuesday. Maybe finish this guy. I have to figure out a base scheme for him too. A lot of the ones I've just been doing mud for this warband. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to get off here now. But I appreciate everybody showing up. And I will see anyone who desires showing up later on Tuesday. Thanks to everyone.